James here, and decided to talk a little bit about when I was in Scouts. So, I don't know if you were trying to figure out if you should get your son to Scouts. Oh, yeah. One. So anyway, here's some questions to consider. Does your son have any relatives in Scouts who would be in the same troop? Does your son have a learning disability? If you answered no to the first and yes to the second, I can guarantee you at the least that he won't like Boy Scouts. As for Cub Scouts, you would want to make sure he's in a small den with no more than 6 kids. Did have a nice time in Cub Scouts when I was in a small den, and I got a professional reference out of it. Mr. Rosebrook was my scout leader, and one of the earliest references that I've ever had. Most of what I learned that stuck was taught by him. Things I learned in Scouts that stuck were 3 ingredients to make fire. That was actually before Mr. Rosebrook. How to tie knots for a tent. That was with Mr. Rosebrook. Knife safety. Mr. Rosebrook is again. Uses of utensils efficiently. Not exploring alone. That was blown to Mr. Rosebrook and her scout leaders from other dens. How to bandage a broken arm. Mr. Rosebrook. How to perform CPR. And after Mr. Rosebrook, the mechanics of an owl. Like the fact, how they're able to turn their head. It's not really a full 180 that they're able to turn it. It just looks like it's a full 180. I don't still have the books I had in Scouts, but I did take photos of some of the pages. The Scouts... Oh yeah, the camping had been fun as well. When we transitioned to Boy Scouts, Mr. Rosebrook was no longer in charge. We had one last camping trip before the summer, after we became Boy Scouts, and that's where the mechanics of an owl were covered. The only things I remember learning as a Boy Scout... the only thing I remember learning as a Boy Scout. Mr. Rosebrook's son quit shortly after that. I should have too. Other people there were these twin boys, Derek and Justin. Their mother Alwilda also worked with the troop. There was another boy there named Sean. He actually quit shortly after I did. He also bumped into me one time when walking past me. I think he also let a bounce ball hit me. Hurt quite a bit. He did not seem to care that it hurt me at all. He was just like, oh well. There was one named Matthew, and his father was one of the scoutmasters. Senior patrol leader's name was Andrew. He knew how to keep order, but he was mean to me. I mostly remember him calling me an idiot, but he was never clear on why he called me that. A lot only seemed to seem concerned when I wanted to get violent with the boys who upset me. She didn't seem to care if they were mean to me. Just only seemed to care how I reacted. Matthew didn't seem to do anything, but he seemed to be the only one to not verbally abuse me. There was one scoutmaster I saw eye to eye with, and I let him know I decided to leave after an awards night a year after I became a Boy Scout. Yeah. This scoutmaster was Mr. Glassman. He was a very good man. I had been thinking I should try to get back in touch with him or something. Yeah. Probably would be a good idea for me to send him a Christmas card or something. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, just bear with me a minute. Here we are. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, here we are. Personal photos. What? Hopefully I can find those photos of the pages that I... Oh, here we are. Yeah. Okay. Here we are. Oh yeah. Covering the different types of trees. Oh, here we are. Yeah. So yeah, this is the taut line hitch. One for tying nuts. One for like tying the cords to the pegs into the ground. This one, the 2/2 hitch. 2/2 hitches is how to do. It's like how to tie the ropes that hold up the tent. Yeah. Yeah. I was somewhat able to do the clothes hitch, but I wasn't very good at it. Also, square knot. I never really got down how to do that. Although, if I cared a little more about it, I probably could have. Oh yeah. I also took this photo to keep track of the different poison plants, like poison ivy, poison sumac, and poison oak. Yeah, Mom felt like I should start getting rid of some old items, so this was,
This Christmas, put a little extra joy on your list. When you shop your local Salvation Army thrift store, you help rescue Christmas by
okay, that's
uniting
everything.
families. All sales fund
Good night, everyone.
adult rehabilitation